Hello. I wanted to share some ideas I had that might inspire medical professionals on how to possibly use a sleep apnea machine, a BiPAP, that seems to be readily available at the moment as a mechanical ventilator for an intubated patient. So right now I have the BiPAP just running in timed mode, and it's just set up to a simple breathing circuit. And I'm not an expert in this, but this is just for the demonstration. And essentially we would have it filtered on both ends, so it's filtered here and it's filtered here near the vent. And then we're monitoring pressure up here. It's coming back to our pressure gauge here. And you can see the high and the low pressure is going from essentially about 0 centimeters to 20. And this is the most that you can get out of this machine in terms of the peak pressure that it's reaching. So I thought a little bit about how could you get to higher pressures that you might want if you had an intubated patient. And the general concept was, since this is a complicated machine, is how do you fool the control board to think that the pressure is actually not what it is. And so then perhaps the machine would output more pressure. So I opened it up and started looking at that, and by the time I found the fourth pressure sensor, I decided this probably wasn't the right approach. And so the approach that I want to share with you is one where we don't have to modify this machine at all. Actually, all we're going to do is we're going to put it in a pressure vessel. In this case, it's a cooler because all the stores are closed, and I wanted to do it tonight and share it with you. And so I'm going to take a moment, put it in the cooler. I'm going to add positive pressure to the cooler, and we'll see how it works. Alright, so now we have the BiPAP machine in the cooler. Again, we didn't modify anything, we just put it in. We have 3 holes we drilled, one for power, one for the positive air pressure that's going to be in the cooler, and one is for the ventilator circuit coming out of the BiPAP machine. And so now we can start the BiPAP. Remember to put it in the cooler with the switch on in the settings, and you can see we're reproducing just what we had previously. We're going from 0 centimeters to 20 centimeters. And now the idea is we're going to add positive pressure to the cooler. Perhaps you could do this with a CPAP machine, and perhaps you could have some relief gauge here to control exactly what that pressure is you're releasing from, or you have in the cooler. But in our case, since stores were closed, it's a Sunday, I'm going to use a paint sprayer that tends to give the right amount of pressure for the leaks I have. So when I turn the paint sprayer on, now you can see that we're going to cycle between 20 centimeters of water and 40 centimeters of water. And again, the idea is we could either change how quickly the air is leaking out from the cooler, maybe by having a vent, or of course we'd have a more professional box, or we could change the rate at which we're putting air into the cooler to change that pressure. At least from my structural engineering background, I wouldn't want to go to a much higher pressure in the cooler, so we'd want to use a better airtight box for this. So let me shut this off. And so in the end, this is just some ideas that may help a medical professional. I am not a medical professional, and it's maybe some ideas that help someone put together something that could function as a intubated ventilator relatively quickly. It's just placing it inside of a cooler that has positive pressure, or inside of some vessel that has positive pressure. All right, thank you.